washed my hair, so it may look a little bit weird. I just thought, oh, come on anyway, while it's drying. So I've come on because, actually, I better check that this is live. Is it live? I think it is. But you have to check these things sometimes, so is it? And it doesn't matter if anyone's not in at the minute because I'm just doing a short chat. I haven't told you all that I was coming on. Yeah. So it's just to get out what I got in today, because on the bus on the way to work, I have a little notebook which I jot anything down and things I need to do around the house, something I need to go shopping for, food after work or whatever it is. But something else came in, and also something with my little, hi whoever's watching, hi Rainbow, little, well it's not little, but one of my crystals, which won't probably come across in this light properly because the light's not good in here. Hi Lois. I did show it the other day and I'll have to show you again. It reminds me of like a mermaid scale, but then again, it would. I am a Pisces, so maybe that's why I was attracted to it, but I know the lighting, like I said, is rubbish. I'm just going to see if I can plug this light in just a little bit better, because this crystal is beautiful. Let me see. Can we do this? Can I do that? What's that for? Oh, that's my hairdryer. Right, why is that plugged in? What's that? I'll tell you what happened the other day. My plug is down a wall where a bookshelf is. Hi Michelle, and hi Indigo, and you can't get like a phone charger plug down the side. You can get like a hairdryer or anything like that, but because they're so elongated, my fella stayed over the other night and he was like, I tried to pull it out and he was like, I said, it won't come out of the wall, it won't come out of the wall. And he's like, what do you mean? Just pull it at an angle. So I did, but you couldn't do it. And I said, how have you done that? How have you got that? You know, we're in a different dimension. How have you got it there when it doesn't even come out? And he was like, I don't know. He said, you went to bed first, I came to bed later, in the dark. I plugged it into the plug socket, and I don't know if anyone gets what I'm going on about, but anyway, that's just because I'm looking at plug sockets. Let's see if this works. Is it on? I don't know which is your normal lighting. I don't know. Is that it? I'm not quite sure. So, excuse me, but I'm in my pyjamas. And this is one of my fella's shirts. I've just washed my hair, so it's looking a bit weird at the minute before it gets a bit curlier. So, I was trying to show you this. How gorgeous is that? So, to me, it was like a mermaid scale. And I think we said it was full shape. Anyway, on the way to work, I sort of wrote a little thing down just to jog my memory. Because, yeah, which won't mean anything to anybody, but I had the stone in the sky this morning, and but, hi Gabrielle, hi, everybody's in. I'm not going to say much in chat because I'll get distracted, and it's only a little chat anyway. So on the way to work, I was telling a story the other day about when I went out and I got dressed up a little bit because we went out to a spiritual fair, and it was really nice to get in a dress and get dressed up, because at work I'm in leggings and stuff, and you just come home and you just like want to get changed in your PJs or whatever. So it is nice to get dressed up a little bit and look nice for yourself and your partner, or just for yourself, and it's nice to do that. So we did that, and I was saying about the Reiki that I had and the light language, and then they did say at the end to me, do you struggle sometimes with both realms? And I was like, both worlds? And I was like, yeah. And I was having the same discussion with my fella either that night or that morning. I said, yeah, I'm a Pisces anyway, two fishes going one way, you could say, in the physical and the non-physical. I do, because I'm an empath like lots of people are, and I have do struggle with people, you know, when you say people who don't see the other realm or don't believe it exists, you know, the non-physical. I said, when you're like, can you see this, or can you feel that, or blah, blah, and they're like, no, you know, because they're caught up maybe too much in the physical. So I said, yeah, I do. And I said, you know, I even have a few friends, and my fella's sort of half in and half out. and sometimes thinks I'm talking in code, and I'm like, I'm not talking in code. It's just if you know certain things, you understand what people are saying. It's not coded. It just seems very coded to people who are not into certain things and may not use certain words, but that's where it's all, whatever. So on the bus I was thinking, we all know this, but it's like this stone. If I'm here, it's like we said, it's all about frequency and tuning in, like a radio. If I'm here and you've got someone there and they're like, well, this side's, a bit more bumpy, and I'm like, this side's a bit more flat, they can't see what's over there because they're only looking here. There's still two sides to the coin, and the faces aren't the same on both sides. So, it's that I love this because it's got a dint in for doing this. I like when you can feel with your fingers, if anyone gets what I'm saying. So, when people say, oh no, that realm doesn't exist, it's like, yeah, it's just over here. It's just over the rainbow. It's just over here. It's just round the corner. Yeah, different perspectives, I can never say it. Doesn't mean it's not there. It just means people aren't tuning into it. That was just came up today. So I thought, right, I'll mention it because, it doesn't mean because people are not seeing and hearing things that it's not happening or things aren't happening. As we know, a lot's shifting. And then the little eye that I drew, a lot of people think one eye's evil. It's not. It depends on how it's used. I see it as God's eye, but when I was going to work on the bus this morning, I've shown you a few pictures of when I took a picture of the sky in the morning because I get up that early. It's like beautiful. And it was like, today it was gorgeous because it was like you could see the realm coming alive, the light coming under the dark, and then when you get that like big, the golden light comes in, it was pink and pinky rose gold, which I find very healing, so I always watch it. When the world starts to wake up, it's like God's eye, goddess eye, waking up, seeing all. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's funny how you said the lighthouse. I got pretty today. So proud of myself. Makes me feel like a lighthouse. It does, Michelle. There's nothing wrong with giving yourself self-love, and that's to do with self-love, making yourself look pretty for yourself. I'm about to do my nails after because I've not had them done for ages, but I did paint them a nice sort of natural pink the other day with a bit of glitter on one because, as people know, I used to do nails ages ago. And it's just because when I'm looking down at work, I'm packaging a lot of things, and it just gives me a bit of a smile when there's a bit of high dobsy, a bit of a twinkle, and a bit of pinkness on my nails. At work, I also have my own clipboard with smile on the back of it, and I've made a dingle dangle on the back of my clipboard with butterflies on it so it jingles, so they're all laughing at work going, oh, 17 and chat, we'll all hear you when you're walking around. I went, oh yeah, can hear me when I'm coming. And I just make little things like, because my feet ache when you stand on cardboard, it's better because the cold doesn't go up your feet, so I've drawn on mine on the floor, put a heart on and put happy feet, stuff like that. Being able to see the new world is amazing. Yeah, and just stuff like that, little things that make you happy, are for you to make you happy, nobody else, for you. So I'll be doing that after because it gives me a bit of a, I'm like, yay. And even doing, healing, it's nice to look at your hands because you are looking at your hands when you're doing healing. That's why I like wearing rings, but I've always liked wearing rings. And if your hands look pretty as well, it just gives you that good feeling. So if it gives you a good feeling, it's going to raise your frequency. So anyway, I'm not looking at chat a minute because there's something else I want to say. Yeah, lighthouses. So I've said this before about being out in the world, and it doesn't matter who you are or where you are in the world. You don't have to be going to the other side of Mongolia to be putting the light out there. But the lovely, I don't think he's in at the minute, Archangel Michael put a little quote up on his Instagram, and I just nabbed it, and I think I've put it on my community page, so I'm just going to go and find it. Because I've said this and it needs saying again. Right, where is it? And I nabbed yours as well, Lois, because you put hold the line, and I put not always easy, but it has to be done because the outcome is going to be epic. And I've seen the new, even though it was a bit dodgy that we saw it on, but the new film called The Eternals, that had a lot in it. Oh my God. I was watching it going, So this was the quote he put up on his, I think it was Instagram, about the lighthouse. Now, I've talked about the lighthouse before. Let's just say we know JFK Jr. is a lighthouse. But anyway, the quote says, and they're the skies I'm seeing are beautiful, pink and gold and purple. Lighthouses don't go running all over an island looking for boats to save. They just stand there shining. That's all you have to do. And this is what I was saying about, I'm at work, and at my work, you know, it's just sort of, it can be a bit boring sometimes, but the girls are nice there. I've said this before when I first went, and I'm getting on with them. And I'm just being me, and I'm just doing other things like putting healing out my own way around there and on different things and on the buses and all sorts of different stuff. So in your area, wherever you're from, you don't have to feel like you need to be in this spiritual area of some spiritual land. No, you don't. You're a lighthouse for a reason, to stand where you are. Because if you were put, if we were all, you know, people talk about starseeds, like, I'll say lighthouses, shining your light. If we were all put in one country, in one area, what about all the other people in the other areas and the other countries? It wouldn't work, would it? That's why everybody's dotted around the world. You know, and the more and more people wake up, it's like a domino effect, and the more light shines, and it builds and it builds and it builds, and that's what it's doing. That's what's shifting. So you don't need to be, like I said, in Mongolia somewhere, or some spiritual place where people, you know, will say, you know, I've been here, this is so spiritual. It might be, but that's not about the times now. It's about doing it where you are, in the area you're in now, which might feel and sound really mundane, but it's true. All you've got to do is anchor the light and just be a more... I'm on YouTube.
I'll take a film to school tomorrow.
I'll speak to you in a minute. No, I don't have to. No, I don't have to. Teenagers knows I'm on YouTube, but still has to. He just said he's not a teenager, he's 21, and I'm like, well, yeah, but you knew I was on the tube. So, and that's just normal life. But I'm saying, the mundane, you got to do it in the world around us. Oh, you know, as I'm in here doing this, it's like, you ask him about FinFol tomorrow and I'll speak to you later. Leona, yeah. And he's laughing. I'm like, really? Oh, still a kid. So, yeah, where was I? So, it's about you being that light in your area. Like, I got told today, or yesterday, 2 people have been let go at work, where I work, because I'm not contracted yet. It can go to contract, but it's not yet. So I was thinking, oh my God, you know, but I trust. And I wasn't one of the 2 people who've gone. One was before me and one was after. And they've gone. Nothing was said to me. And I was like, because I like it there. And I do put frequencies out there, good frequencies. And then I got told today, where the non-contracted ones don't go on a Christmas, do, because we're not contracted. Anyway, one of the bosses came down today and said, we don't normally do this, but me and somebody else, the 2 girls that are left that are not contracted and the other ones have been let go, said, but would you like to come on the Christmas do? We want you to come on the Christmas do. And I was like, yeah, if I can come, I'll come, because, you know, I get on with everybody. I'm making relationships with everybody, and it's really nice. And even a girl who's brought herself some crystal jewellery, she's like, I brought it from here, but will you cleanse it when I get it, because I trust you, because I did Reiki on her and she felt it. And she's like, I really trust you to cleanse my jewellery. And I was like, yeah, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. Point the camera next time, you'd be like, oh. So yeah, it was really nice. And that's a good sign of, like, obviously I'm getting on with people and they want us to go, which they don't normally do. So that was a good sign. But yeah, but I trust whatever's going to happen will happen, and it's all for the highest good anyway of whatever happens, because there's other things that me and my fellow want to do and bring in with other stuff. So yeah, hi everybody in chat. So yeah, it was just really a little message to say, You are the lighthouse where you are now. And what I got in this morning was, I feel when I'm at work, I was sent there to be there, even forever how long it is. I think I've been there for 2 months now, I don't really know, to put an energy out there for those people who are there. Because if you think about it, if all the people who are waking up and finding their light, whatever area you're in, an area of work, it doesn't really matter if you work in Asda, on the tills, whatever, it doesn't matter. Think of that whole place and all those people in it. If you can be the light and hold it and be that joy every day, you have your ups and downs, but be nice to people, so on and so forth. It's affecting everybody there. So that means everybody all over the world. If you were doing that in one area you're in, one workplace you're in, whatever it is, it's a lot of people. And the people that you're walking past and people that you meet in the street and so on and so forth, because it's a domino effect, as we all know. So I'm sorry if I keep scrunching my hair, it's naturally curly, and as it dries I have to scrunch it. So yeah, think of it like that, because that is basically what's happening. Dolly, you are assisting so many at work at this time. Oh, thank you, Leona, and a lot of you are in chat as well with all the different things that you do as well. I'll be unaware of the stuff that some of you do, aware of the stuff some of you do, but well, thank you. So yeah, that's what it's about. I'm going through stuff. There's things changing in my life. There's massive things changing, but I'm just trusting in the universe, God, goddess, whatever you want to say, many different ways of saying it, that it's all happening for the better, and it is. I'm not resisting it, fighting it. I'm not getting caught up in other things I used to get caught up in ages ago. Being bothered about what people think, or this, that and the other, drama, bullshit, other people's crap, because that's their crap, not mine, their business, not mine. There's still people doing that all over, because and a lot of people who are waking up will go through that bit of a thing where they're focusing on other things and not on themselves, and for a while, and then hopefully they'll change. Hi, Ricardo. Hi, Janine, and I understand about the energy you feel from people at work. Yeah, and I'm feeling that, obviously, the energy I'm radiating out, I'm getting back. Some of the girls are from Poland and everywhere, so some of their English it's okay, and we listen and we talk, and I was saying to someone today, no, I can understand you, I understand what you're saying, and they are really nice girls, so I'm getting on with people. And that's the thing, if you're at work moaning, and you clock watching and you're just putting this energy out, no one's going to be really bothered. There was someone a little bit like that at work who has been let go, but you're putting that energy out. I'm not putting that energy out at work. I'm quite happy there. I'm quite like getting on with everyone. I get on with my work. I do work while I'm there, and I'm radiating that energy out. So you're going to get it back off the universe in some way, shape or form. So it's just, like I said, really nice to be going to the Christmas do, because we wouldn't have normally got invited, but we have, which also means I'm obviously there till Christmas at least, so that's fine. And whether I am or not after, that's fine as well. But getting out there and watching people's energy, because not just like we've all been locked away and we know how energy works, but being reminded myself of not being around a lot of people, when we're all in lockdown, not seeing friends and stuff, but other people, watching how energies work and stuff has been really amusing and funny. And you've got to remember, even with the awakening, people go through their own processes, their own experiences and perceptions and all that stuff, and that's okay. Everybody's different, so they're not gonna always see things the way I see it or you see it. That's why when me and my boyfriend have discussions, it's like blah, 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 and it's like, yeah, but we do discuss it. And like I said, there's two sides. There's something going on here, this wall's here, you can't see. Well, on this side, something going on there. It's like Harry Potter when they run into the wall at the train station, sort of thing. That's a bit of a bad analogy, whatever it is, but, people are not going to see what's over there unless they climb up it and have a bit of a peek. you know, we went up it, had a peak, went over and went, aha, there's two sides. So, Dolly, you have grown energetically so much in a year. You are right on track. So proud of you. Thank you, Indigo. Hi, dolls. Thank you, King. Hello, Dolly. Works with the Polish people. They are lovely people. How's you? Hoping you. I'm very good. Yeah, the Polish are lovely. It's dead funny because we've got Polish, Bulgarian, Romanian, and sometimes you'll know what I mean. Their accent sounds like they're arguing sometimes, and they're quite like, I can't explain, like their accent, but they're not. It's, yeah, and the workers as well, but they are lovely girls and they're really, really funny as well. So I'm sure, God, I haven't drank for, I'm always saying to my fella, yeah, I'm going to have a drink so we can get drunk. I haven't drank properly for a long time, like properly, you know, I had a few drinks and got a bit giddy. So I think hopefully if I get out with them, I will, and I think it'll be a good night. It'll be fun because also when I went to the Reiki session, she did the elemental light language with me. She said I did that. I don't normally do it. It's one of the strongest ones. It's quite powerful, but I felt you needed it because you need a lot more joy in your life. And it was like, I thought, what does she mean? And I thought, yeah, I do. Like, I enjoy things. I'm happy with certain things. There's big changes coming in that are feeling difficult, but good, if you get what I mean. And when it's finally settled, it will be better. And there's lovely changes going on in with my kids and stuff, and it's brilliant. And energy's changing. I can see it and feel it. And also, I've sidetracked myself now. It's a passionate thing. Yeah, it's a passionate thing. Yeah. I'm Romanian as well. Yes, we are passionate people, especially when we speak. Yeah, they're like, but some people don't get it. They think they're being quite like, blah, 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 but I didn't. I was just like, no, it's that, and you know, you've got to learn. Everyone's different and different ways. But sidetracked. What was I going to say? Yeah, there is a little bit of a language barrier at work, slight little bit for the ones who are not that brilliant at English. But when you listen, you can, you know, you get past it. But it's good. They're funny because when they do say things sometimes and it's wrong, it's funny and they laugh about it as well. So it's fine. But what was I saying then about? I just got sidetracked. I can't think. I don't know what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So joy. So I thought, what does she mean? Because, you know, I'm happy with this and these bits are going and this bit's going there. And she just meant laughter and laughing out loud and stuff, because, which is true, because a few years ago, I think I talked about, I'm not going to talk about it now because it's irrelevant and I don't really need to bring something up really that was, you know, you're getting rid of, was a relationship with Finn's dad, and just things that went on that made me shut down to a lot of stuff, and even shut down to like joyous things, as in not the things that I like doing, but I can't really explain it. Other stuff, sort of, you could think like if someone would say, was you depressed? I'd have gone, no, I wasn't depressed. What do you mean I was depressed? But in a sense of not depression as in what some people would see depression in. I mean, would you say suppressed, depressed as in energy? Not necessarily feeling I was sad or anything, just does anyone get what I'm saying? The depression, the energy, lowering the energy, even though, yeah, it is that as well, but not really feeling like that. Can't really explain it. But the suppression, because this person was like a soul sucker. That just came in like a soul sucker and was basically diminishing my soul of joy. Do you know what I mean? Well, your soul is joy, but diminishing it to where, you know, I'd worry about this, and this, or when I was being this, and this, when I was being funny, because they didn't want you doing that. If anyone gets what I'm saying, because this person was a narcissist. But yeah, suppression. Yeah, not depression, suppression. So when she said that, I totally got it, because I thought, you know, I don't know if I didn't, with my boyfriend and with now, it's easier because we speak and he listens and stuff like that. Even if we don't agree on some things, the other person didn't. It's so much easier. Like, he grounds me, I bring him up sometimes. It works. That's why we really get on, and we've stayed together so far. And yeah, I think maybe there was still a bit of suppression where, like, I was scared of letting myself fully go, because I'd think, would he do that? Even though I know he wouldn't, because he's nothing the same. If anyone gets what I'm saying, I'm probably waffling on a bit much now, but it did make sense. And I thought, and also because I'm an empath, and a lot of people are, I'll read the texts in a minute. My passion can seem, it can seem overpowering. That's what I've been told. When you're an empath and you feel energies, when I woke up to a few things a few years ago, I was mortified, and you do go into that savey mode. If you want to save people this way, and you want to shout at them, and you go through them emotions, and I did, and it probably took a bit of my joy away, because it does, in a sense of finding out the world wasn't what you thought it was. But even though after that you find out there's really good things that are really amazing and magical, and past all that, when you get through that, so if anyone understands what I'm saying, so I went through all them emotions, and that sort of took a little bit away. And it's been coming back, through, it's coming back slowly. It's been coming back slowly. All these times I've been doing these chats of where I am now, because, with this shift and this awakening, it just gradually happens with the self-development of self. So, yeah, it's brilliant. And that's why it's good sometimes. I think I was saying to Rainbows was the other day, we do Reiki, but it's nice to go and have Reiki off another Reiki teacher, because sometimes they bring stuff up that, you sort of forget about and stuff like that. So, and that's why me and my fella are working at things to bring more joy in, in the household, in everywhere, in situations, in places we want to go next year, in things we want to do in life, what we want to do as we grow old together. So all of that, if you get what I'm saying, I don't even know if I'm explaining it right, but I think most of you'll get what I'm saying. Yes, true, I still want to save everybody. Yeah, I'm not as bad as I was, like, saving everybody. It's just that lighthouse thing of, I know where I am now when I'm at work, whatever. I've just got to be the light whatever situation I'm in, even when I'm feeling a bit stressed, because we have the mundane shit going on as well, is to just do that. It's not so bad now, because I've realised it doesn't matter what you say to people. It's a bit like what Q said, 17 in chat. You can't tell the people, you've got to show them. So you have just got to be the light, you've got to show them, and you can't do their journey for them, because it's only them. But that's really hard to look at when you're an empath. There's people out there, when I put a post up the other day, I took it down because it doesn't need to stay there forever. Some people might have seen it of like negative, but it wasn't. And it was about Elena Dinan putting things up about trolls and people who, I'll have a look in a minute, trolls and people who too busy looking at other people. And it's like, you even still feel sorry for them, because you're like, God, I wish they'd see and focus on themselves so they'd be happy, because we want everyone to be happy. Even the people we think, oh my God, like there was someone at work who's gone now, and it's like they just moaned all the time. It was like, oh, I just wish you could see what you were doing when you're doing that. You're putting that energy out. You're not going to have good things coming to you, because your energy is so low, vibrating, slow. It's not like, you keep going on about these things, but you'll get more of these things, because that's what you're putting out to the universe all the time. Oh, Dolly, your grandmother is standing to your right. She has a message for you. She's happy that your life is going that way. It is. She added, stop being so stubborn. She's laughing. She loves you. Yeah, I am stubborn. A lot of us are, but yeah, she would say that. My grandmother, my nana, I should say, my nana. Yeah, thank you, because I am stubborn, but the good thing is about being stubborn, or I should say passionate, is, like I said, when the awakening happened for me and I got a bit shouty and all that, I'm glad I did, because it's through that stubbornness, passion, 16 and 16 there, having a bit of a resonation there, saying yes, that I would have never been doing what I'm doing. I wouldn't be on here trying to do the chats I'm trying to do, bringing whatever it is that I'm bringing to you guys that are in chat, which hopefully has always just been uplifting positivity, no matter what I'm talking about, so you can all come in chat, you can all have a chat, and that we're all seeing, we're all going through this together. There are shifts happening, whether people believe it or not, that's up to people. People have got to remember, you're your own light, your own individual light. You work off your own experiences. We're all going the same way with it, but others are where they need to be. I'm where I need to be. Lots like to share, and lots like to share about the collective, because it's what's going on. That's why things will seem similar sometimes, and lots of synchronicities matching up, same sort of things that a few friends on here that I talk to behind the scenes will have syncing up. And that's how it happens. Yeah, stand in your ground. As a Taurus, you resonate. Yeah, And like I said, I'm a Pisces, so I am all like, oh yeah, but yeah. Hi, Red Dawn. So yeah, and there's things I've been thinking about that I need to bring in that I definitely know how I'm going to work it now for next year, which will be exciting. And there'll be a lot of things coming in the new year. A lot of good things. It seems pretty mad at the minute. And I'm not just talking out there, I'm talking in my life as well. But out there's mad. Out there's crazy because all this change is going on within us. So that's why everything looks mad out there. So, oh, and the funny thing is, Indigo sent me this, having a laugh, sent me this little joke before, and I just thought it was funny, so I thought I'm going to show you. Where is it? It's a picture of birds, and it says, I've never seen a flowchart described so clearly. So that's a flowchart, you know, at work. And it's got the manager at the top. The manager, the executives, the departments, you know, the triangle there. And the rest, you know, the workers at the bottom. And it says, when the top level guy looks down, they only see shit. When the bottom level guys look up, they only see assholes. I just thought it was pretty funny. So I'm going to go. I'm going to pull a little card because there's cards looking at me over here. And yeah, basically just want to say, remember who you are. You're light. You're a child of God, Goddess, universe, whatever you want to say. Doesn't really matter. It doesn't mind. And you're here to shine your light no matter where you're living, no matter what financial situation you're in or not, no matter what job you're in, you're here to shine your light. But like I said, there's been a difference because you do need to get out there to speak to people. So, you know, I'm not surprised I've gone out there now. But, what was I going to say then? Something just came in and went. Yeah, that was it. Because my fella said something the other day, and it was something about you should, you know, as much as you've got to focus on yourself, but it's that thing of like, as we were saying before, when you become like you want to help everybody. I believe years and years ago, you know, this has been going on for a long time. We all know this, people waking up, starseeds, whatever you want to call it, whatever, it doesn't really matter. And people have been waking up in waves. And if you've been into like Dolores Cannon and all that, in waves, which I believe. But way back when, I believe a lot of people didn't see the movement as much as it is now, because it wasn't. It's massive. It's bigger now. And everyone calls it the New Age, and it's not the New Age. And to me, if you weren't seeing it move as fast as you thought it was, because a massive big shift went off again in 2012 and everyone thought something was happening, then I've got 17 and 17 and so there's validation again. You, I think people were more like, you know, you've got to go within. Yeah, you do. You've got to go within, and you've got to focus on yourself more. You know, it's more about that. Now I believe it is, yeah, you do that, but you are out there to help people now because more and more people are waking up. You are there to actually get out there, be the light, you know, like I said, in the areas that you're in, and actually be doing the work. You know, I think a lot of people used to pull back. They used to hermit themselves. Everybody did. I've done it. They don't want to be around people. To me, I feel it's not that now. It's about being out there, about being united, about communities, about regrouping, about different communities that will be coming up. That's how I see it. So it's not as it was before. And it is that we all have to work together. And because my fella said something about, oh, you know, oh, what was it he said? Something about, you know, because we've got to work on us and this and that and that. And I'm like, yeah, but it's also we've all got to work together. Because we can't shove things, we can't brush things under the carpet, you know, that they've done in the past, because that's how things get overlooked, and that's why things have carried on as long as they have done, because people don't want to know. But we have actually got to be, yes, we've got to be working on ourselves and our home life and all that goes on. But also, yeah, it's even harder, isn't it? We've got to be working on our relationships outside and how we could build communities and all this, that and the other, and be positive about it, because that's why it's hard work, and that's why a lot of people don't want to do it. They just want to go, you know, like the Matrix, I would rather go back to sleep. And it's like, Yeah, it's fucking hard, but it's going to be worth it. Nothing worth having comes just, you know what I mean. So it's just like, it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. Take care all, and thank you for your positivity. Thank you, Ricardo. You're very welcome. So, yes. So I'm going to pull a card. Your grandma passed 6 months ago. It's like she wanted to be with me. They're always with you, King. Always. She's not gone anywhere. She's just a different form of energy. I'm sure you can feel her around you. So I'm going to do the language of light again. I need to get my lighting sort out so I can get some orbs in like we used to ages ago. When I used to be on lives and we used to get them in. It was beautiful. You might be able to see energy changing, but this lighting's pants. My hair just seems like it's not drying. Oh, jumped out. Focus. Focus your light. Be the lighthouse. On the vertical plane and the horizontal plane is a cross, and it crosses at the heart. We live on this plane. Our spirit, our soul, light beings and everything, angelics and all that information comes in this way. That's how I see it. I might do, see what I've got here. Let's see what the Witch's Wisdom deck has to tell us. And by the way, with the star pointing the right way up. Earth, air, fire and water. Top, spirit. Earth, air, fire and water, spirit. And the circle is the ether, universe. That way up. Democrats like it that way because they would, because that's materialism over spiritual. But we're like Venus going, turning it right back up the right way. If you didn't know. Oh, there we go. I'm going to try and get a third because we've got two. We've got two. Go for a trinity. Oh, there we go. So we've got air. We've got imagination. Your imagination is magical. What you can imagine you can bring in. That with the focus card before. Focus with your imagination of the things that you want to bring in to your life. We've got, oh, I mean, this is brilliant. High priestess, high priest, high priestess and high priest. This is men and women taking responsibility for yourself and your own lives. So things that you've said this before, things that you're saying, speaking and doing. A lot of people out there blame others. They blame and shame. It's called the blame and shame game. They blame others for things that have happened in their life and take absolutely no responsibility for what they're doing, speaking or saying. When they do, things change. But it's funny because I think Red Pill Filler, someone's talking about, a lot of people are talking about this at the minute all over the tube and everywhere, is the word responsibility. You want to do something, don't look at others and, be negative towards others because they're doing something maybe you want to do. You have to get off your ass and go and do it, basically. Or the way someone is, you have to bring that into yourself. You have to go and do something. You have to take responsibility. Something crap happened in your life years ago, then change it now because that doesn't exist anymore. But you don't sit there blaming others. You can, and you can wallow in it, but that's when nothing moves. And we've got, it was 18 and 18 then, so another validation about people taking responsibility, and that's high priestess and high priest. And then the one after that is respect. Respect. Have respect for yourself, have respect for others, respecting also where people are at on their journey. That's what I was saying before with the responsibility as well, is people shouldn't be blaming and shaming other people. They should be respecting where people are, whether they're you know, which part of the path they're on. And like with the focus we got at the beginning, should be focusing on their own stuff. But respecting oneself, respecting your body, respecting your mind, everything. It's like I was saying before about going out the other weekend and looking, you know, dressing up, because I don't really dress up that much, you know, when I'm working and coming home and stuff like that, and then wanting to do my nail varnish and a bit respect myself, as in the respect way of like respecting yourself, self-love in a sense as well, if anyone gets what I'm saying. I respect myself because I don't have to listen to others, as in people who naysay about things. You know, like a lot of people out there will talk about spirituality and people and what people should look when they're so-called spiritual, and how they, you know, how they should speak or what they should wear or what they should do. And it's like, it's nothing to do with anybody apart from yourself. So, you know, but like I said, coming in is respecting where people are at on their journeys. I can respect people who are in the lower realms of just thinking, you know, I do feel sorry for people like that, because I think hopefully they will get out of that, but that depends if they take responsibility for the mindsets, you know, because then it becomes a lot easier to be bringing things in and manifesting things, because, you know, you become unstuck, the stuck become unstuck. What was that? What are we saying in chat? Oh, 11 puppies, all healthy new puppies today. Oh my god, so cute. What dogs are they? What puppies? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go. I've not done much over on Hippie Trinkets and Things shop. And there is Divine Reiki page. I think it's Divine Reiki by Janine. Not quite sure. Not done much on there yet, but I will be doing. Dolly Daydream for 28k subscribers. Oh, it's TJ's Woodworking Shop. So next time I come on, I'll come on a bit longer, because there's a link that I want to put out for Rainbow Wizard. But please check out Rainbow Wizard's channel, because he's got things going on there. And it was about a painting that we mentioned a few weeks ago. But I'm going, so I will put that out. I'll be on again soon. I just wanted to come and just talk about the lighthouse, really. Because hopefully I'm going to go and do some drawing now and go and chill out. I can't remember if there's anything to say. This Earth Magic deck's looking at me, so I might just pull one from there. She has big brown human eyes and is black and white. Ah. Oh. Hang on, I've got some of these the wrong way around. Let me just turn them there. Turn them over before they jump. See what Earth Magic has got to say. Innocence. The last one. Childhood. Childhood was taken away from a lot of us, and it's been taken away from a lot of children. It's all about the children at the end of the day, if you know what I'm talking about. And there's justice coming. There's justice coming. So with that, I will see you soon. Have a great Tuesday and a week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.